Welcome to another episode of The American Dream, a show that's unscripted, that combats negative media, commercial-free. If you get anything out of today's show, it's about dreaming big. Let's start the show right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
So we talk about this show, The American Dream. A big piece of it is how it's a mindset, not a circumstance. I don't know if there's anyone who better illustrates it than a guy named Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a guy who came from nothing. He's built a successful empire that sells books, products, coaching. Overall, just a very inspirational guy. So we're here in Miami and we're sitting in a bank. Now, what you don't know is the bank, actually all this commercial space, Grant just bought it. So we're gonna go meet Grant, we're gonna walk around, show his company culture, get to know his story a little bit better, and then we're gonna go visit his private jet. So this should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and let's check this out. Follow me.
So let me bring you back here, Craig.
Okay.
So this is our e-commerce right here. We'll do about maybe 40 this year.
Snap a few shots and everything.
And so, hey, Ryan Secco, how you doing? Amazing. He's a pilot and works in the real estate. He's moved from phones to pilot to we're going to raise $1 billion in cash for real estate deals. So we bought this building and we're blowing out all the way to that side. I need all the room in it. Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Hey, so this is the boiler room right here, okay? These guys are making phone calls all day long, cold calls, warm calls, and follow-up calls. Hey, guys, say hi to Craig, will you? That's how we roll, dog. That's how we roll.
Hey, let me get 2 claps to the Ric Flair.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm Kara Kay with The American Dream. I get to meet with Ryan Serhant of $1 Million Listing. It's an exclusive interview and it's one you won't want to miss. Are you ready to cheers to your book and all your success?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we drinking this?
Yeah, I mean,
Are we chugging
I know
it?
nothing about wine. I'm Kara Kay, and today I get to speak with Ryan Serhant. He is here in San Diego promoting his book. We are excited to read it. You do so well in real estate, and you know the power of media and TV. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
With the wine in the wine room.
It couldn't be classier, in my opinion.
I know, this is very classy. I should have worn a tie.
So I know that you know the importance of TV and media. How important do you think that is in real estate today?
I think media is incredibly important in all businesses. I think any business that does anything for marketing in any way, shape, or form is now a media company. I mean, if you're a real estate brokerage like I am in New York City, we don't build the apartments, we don't build the buildings. We're not really real estate brokers, we're media brokers, right? I find different ways to market my properties via media. And so for me, television has been huge, and now we do a lot through the digital space, right? You can see that a lot of networks are going digital. I have a YouTube vlog now, just to try to hit a different viewer base. It's really important.
Sure, I think you, of all people, know the importance of getting exposure to listings, which is why you've gotten into TV and media. Now talk about the transition into how important it is to be social as well as on TV.
Yeah, I think that if you're a salesperson, right, which is what the book is for, is anybody who sells anything, you're really selling yourself, right? You're creating a relationship. You sometimes have to talk about the product. Sometimes you have to go into the price. Sometimes you have to go into the features. You need to have all that information, but that's what you need to do. That's the job, right? Everything else, especially through social media, especially through different forms of media, is building that relationship passively, right? This, you and I talking right now, is an active communication, building a relationship. But I can hit so many more people through social, through YouTube, through LinkedIn articles. People talk about passive income all the time. For salespeople and for a lot of people in our generation, kind of the gig generation, we have passive relationships, our passive income, because those will turn into other sources of work for us down the line, and we just don't even know what they are.
If you are talking to a realtor who really wants to make it tomorrow and in the future, what advice would you give them?
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month, who aren't doing anything on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you.
Thank you for watching. Link, subscribe, you know what to do. Oh.
Like and subscribe.
Oh.
Not like and subscribe.
You can't sit there and complain about not having business or sit there and complain about how the market's so tough if you're not actively doing things that are under your control. And what's under your control is putting out media. There's so many different places to absorb content these days, and so many real places to hit real people, to target them directly in your neighborhood, on your block, like that age group. It's all about consistency too, right? It's a really, really important word, and it takes a long time. Like for me, it took me 3 years before I stopped thinking about quitting real estate every day. It was tough. And same thing for social media and all forms of media. Like, you have to be consistent with what you put out there all the time, and that way people know what to look for.
Now, what do you guys think as a team? What does the American dream, I guess, mean to you in your office?
It's freedom of choice to be able to own a home if you want, or rent a home if you want, or to be able to have this job or this opportunity or that opportunity without repercussion other than your own expectations and your own stress that you put on yourself. I really do think that everybody has that thing in their stomach that is trying to get them to that next level in their life that they actually can take control of, but not everybody wants it. And that's the one thing I can't teach. Like, I can teach a lot in the book about how to find what your motivation is, how to find what's going to wake you up every day, how to find what's going to help you make a little bit of extra money every single month, but I can't teach you to want more for yourself. You have to want that on your own. So we're cheersing to the American dream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay.
So it's like for real.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers.
All right.
To the American dream.
Am I supposed to drink more?
No.
Okay.
How did we do? I am infamously terrible at alcohol.
No, I'm a real dude, and
So where are we? What is this here?
this is the e-commerce department. So we do about 40 million out of here.
Okay, so you do.
Everything: Facebook, Instagram, webinars.
What is the product line?
So the
Coaching.
the product line's everything from 10x hat, $20, cufflinks, to $80,000 program right here. So this is educational. This is what I started with. I was basically educating sales organizations, big companies, like from banks to car dealers, car manufacturers, on how to handle a customer differently. So he's doing a video Skype conference call. Let's go back and see. Hey guys, how's it going, guys?
They can hear you.
Hey, you guys are awesome, man. I got my little glow on. How do I look?
You're looking good. Look amazing.
Dave's got a little light filter here.
For that.
Hey, really appreciate you guys. William, Jason, Elliot, Amanda, Lauren, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a customer. Anything we can do to help you guys, let us know, all right? Okay, thank you. So that's how we support our customers through Skype calls, Zoom, video conference. What's up here? This is a stat board. Okay, this is Jeremy's made 110 calls. George Badia's got 2 minutes and 44 seconds, 2 hours and 44 minutes of talk time already.
You guys need anything? Let us know in between.
Corey Gill, I don't know where Corey Gill, where you at, Corey Gill? 2 appointments set, man? Did you set them both? Your mom and your uncle.
I'm not doing the power.
Come on, man, come on.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Upper East Side, the Atterbury Mansion, built in 1910, 33 feet wide, 10,000 square feet, asking $41 million. I'd love to give you a tour. Come on in. I'm so glad you guys are here. You're at the Atterbury Mansion, a 33-foot, 10,000 square foot mansion that was built in 1910. Let me take you through the house, show you a little bit about it. Let me take you into the family kitchen, one of 3 in the entire house. It's important for you to understand the house was sold to my buyers for $44 million as a white box. There were no kitchen, no bathrooms, just concrete floors and ceilings. They spent another $3 or $4 million building it out. As you see, it's one of the most beautiful kitchens. It's got Juliet balconies and French doors that overlook a private garden. So now we're in one of the 3 living rooms / studies in the house. Let me give you a little bit of specs about the house. 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 3 kitchens, 2 elevators, 1 private, 1 for the lobby, because remember, this is attached to a condominium building. 11,000 square feet for you to entertain in. Very, very flexible space. As I said before, there can be a screening room, there can be a library, there can be a reception room. Let's go upstairs. I'll show you the most beautiful room in the entire city of New York. When Governor Atterbury built this house in 1910, he used this as the ballroom or the reception room. 50 feet long, 30 feet wide, 14-foot ceilings, and 3 Palladian windows that face south. It's hard to beat this in any other house in New York City. Take a look at the limestone fireplace. Marble, limestone, all of the detail is original to the house with the addition of modern technology. It's a smart home. You can turn on the heat, the lights, the air conditioning from the touch of your iPad or your cell phone. We're entering the dining room of the house, where in the early 20th century they had dinner parties for 100 people. Take a look at the 3 sets of Palladian windows with the original leaded glass, again from 1910. Central air conditioning, second kitchen off the dining room, fabulous for entertaining, parties, charity events, anything you need. 14-foot ceilings, once again, state-of-the-art. We're in the master bedroom now, which actually encompasses the entire front half of the house. It's about 1,000 square feet. If you remember, I said it's the size of most studio apartments. Take a look at this closet. When they say walk-in closet, they literally mean walk-in closet. This is the size of most bedrooms in any other house in New York City. Take a look at this bathroom. Perfectly matched marble. 50% of this marble was sent back to the quarry because it didn't match. His and her sinks, jacuzzi tub, steam shower. It's hard to find a more meticulously set bathroom than this anywhere in the city. We're now entering the 3rd living room, or actually the garden room. This is where the doors open up to the north-facing garden. I personally think it makes a great screening room. You have a dumbwaiter which goes and services the other kitchens. You have a small kitchenette for entertaining. And you have a guest suite on this floor. Very self-contained if you have guests or family that want to stay over and need their privacy. We're now entering into one of the 6 bedrooms. This one, though, is on the garden level with French doors facing east so you can appreciate the morning sun, opening up to the garden with its own bath. Who wouldn't like to get up in the morning to a guest suite like this? So, we're on the quintessential Upper East Side. Traditionally, the Upper East Side is from 59th to 79th, from 5th Avenue to Lexington Avenue, and it is called the Gold Coast. Why the Gold Coast? Because the most expensive real estate in New York City is situated around Central Park. Welcome to my Upper East Side. You're in my home, and I wanted you just to get a little glimpse of who I am and how I live. I have 2 children, 6 grandchildren. We've all grown up on the Upper East Side our whole life. My children went to school here, and both of them live 2 blocks away from me. Our food store is 2 blocks away. Our dry cleaning store is a block away. People think New York is a big town, but it's not. It's a bunch of little communities. And this is my community, my favorite place in New York City. This is my slice of the Upper East Side.
So what I love about that tour with Grant Cardone is we've had him on the show before. He's an icon, and we've done the studio interview with him, but to actually come out to Miami and meet with him and walk around and just feel the energy from not just the office and the people, but him. I mean, they truly live in a 10x mindset. And what he means by that is just reinvesting your time, your energy, your capital into more growth. You can tell the guy hasn't just created a cute brand around it, he actually lives it, and so does his whole team. So just an amazing experience being there, truly embodies the American dream. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out to his hangar, see his private jet, and talk about this big event he has coming up with 35,000 people attending coming up here soon. So we're gonna go check out this cool jet, chat more with Grant. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
What I love about you, Grant, is that there's a lot of people out there right now and they're preaching bullshit, right? There's a lot of snake oil salesmen that live online now, and I've followed you, gotten to know you. You really live what you talk about. I mean, 10X isn't just some brand. Like, you're actually someone who invests time, energy, and capital into growth. Where does that inspiration come from? Because it's definitely real, man.
In the beginning years of me being an entrepreneur, I didn't spend any money. I didn't have any employees. I had a half of an employee. I worked out of my office. I did everything on the cheap.
What year was this?
This is, late 90s.
Okay.
Even for the first 20 years, though, of my career, like if you go back and look at what I was doing, I was a speaker and a consultant on how to grow a business, but I didn't have a business.
Okay.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm talking to a guy about growing a business, when I went back to my hotel that night, I was just selling time.
Sure.
I was the guy you were describing.
Why do you feel so much more confident today?
I got 115 employees that 30 of them probably will become millionaires.
Wow.
I'm not Facebook. I'm not Amazon. Like, I'm not doing this on the backs of Wall Street. This is now I'm orchestrating a business. This has all happened in the last 8 or 9 years.
Incredible.
Yeah. When you take the lid off of, that's why I'm so passionate about what I talk about. Because when you take the lid off of this idea that you're going to work from home, that's so popular today.
Yep.
You're going to be a consultant or an advertiser or a marketer from your bedroom, and you're going to make millions of dollars. It doesn't matter. You're still not going to be a business.
The online world creates so much opportunity, but there's also so much phoniness to it, right? And I'm in the middle of writing a book right now called American Dream 2.0, and it's talking about the digital age, connectivity, but you can't ignore work ethic and real relationships and building social capital. And I think if you can bring those worlds together, it's probably the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind.
I mean, look at you left San Diego to come to Miami to build your business out. You can't.
Yeah, you got to get here. Yeah.
You can't do everything on Facebook and Instagram. There's still got to be somebody putting time and energy and resources at risk. I really admire that about what you guys are doing with American Dream.
Well, and think about that term, the American Dream. A lot of people say it's dead, right? Yeah. And the moment you stop dreaming, I think, is the moment that you're dead. Tell us what's next for you. So you got a big event coming up, but give us 3, 5, 10 years. Where do you think you go from here?
I have a company that I think I can take to $10 billion. My goal is to build the biggest real estate company, privately held real estate company in the country.
So you're still inspired, still hustling.
Yeah, still excited. We just, just released a book. It was the best release of any book I've ever done by 10 times.
Wow.
And so we're excited about a lot of stuff. I want to make the people that either partner with me or work with me to be, to do as well as I'm doing, if that's possible. And I think it is.
We're really inspiring people, man. As I was driving over here, we're posting, doing the social media thing too, and I can't tell you how many messages I'm getting from people telling me to thank you.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I hope you get that on the day-to-day, but I just want to share that with you. Yeah. Appreciate you having us out here. It's been a lot of fun.
Appreciate you, okay? We'll take it up in the air next time.
Yeah, let's do it.
This moment, we are now here. We have arrived at Premium Point. It's one of the best kept secrets just outside of the city. 14 miles, 32-minute drive, and a 30-minute train ride. And if you wanted, you could take a seaplane for 11 minutes to get back to the city. It's one of the best kept secrets. The grounds themselves were conceived originally by Frederick Olmsted, who was obviously the great American landscape designer for Central Park. For me, I could never get tired of this place. It is so special, so peaceful, such an escape, and I want to share it with you. Let's go see what it's got inside. Wow. Here we are, what we've all been waiting for. Come on, let's see it. 116 Premium Point, which has 23,000 square feet. To know about this door, which is an original detail, it is 600 pounds, 4 inches thick, and if these walls could talk. Come on, let's see it all together. We talked about 23,000 square feet, but what's in 23,000 square feet? 13 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, billiard rooms, 4 kitchens. But the greatest are these entertaining rooms, and experience that view for just a moment. There are no coincidences why this is called All View, because from every room, there are views. Talk about grand and gracious and dripping in details. These are some of the things that you just can't get the essence that you feel from something as historic. The coffer ceilings, the mantles, and the details around them. Take close attention to all the hardware on all your doors. It's super special. Come on, let's take a look at some of the other space. And now another great public room, which is our dining room, which easily houses 18 people, maybe 20. Still experiencing the view from your transition rooms. Their family room, yet again, another detail of coffer ceilings. When the owner rumored to do a $26 million restoration here in the 80s, he had a Venetian plaster artist live in the house for 3 years. Look at that perfection. So now we are getting to the family kitchen, which is, for many people, the nucleus of where their family is. This is where they ate every day. It was not part of the original house. Actually, it was built in the late 90s as an addition, but it continued all views. So we're now entering what was originally the master, now currently used as a sitting room. Come and see the transition to actually their beautiful, serene master. Part of the addition of the construction that took place in the 90s, this is what the creation of All View really means. And to come home to this, it's all yours. Just like mom and dad, the kids get a little hangout area right off their bedrooms. Let's go look at the rooms. As we enter into our secondary bedrooms, I'm going to remind you this is one of 13. Look at our scale. Look at the size, and enjoy All View once again. So I couldn't figure out why my child didn't want to hang out at my house with his friends who were here. And then, of course, I came to this room, and where else would you want to be if you could have this room with your friends? We are now standing in what is coined as the Nelson Mandela room, because this is where he stayed when he frequented this house at the latter part of his life. As we conclude this very intimate, special tour, I'm reminded about my own American dream. A girl that came from Nashville, Tennessee with $800 in my pocket, and to be in a home where J.P. Morgan had dinner, Nelson Mandela slept, and to have the privilege to be a part of this is my American dream.
I started as a real estate associate about 13, 14 years ago. Worked for a firm where the real estate partner was actually part of one of the biggest real estate families in the city. So extremely fortunate, extremely grateful to get amazing experience, learn the ins and outs of the market at a high level, not only from a legal perspective, but also practical perspective, which is so critical in our city. I was given the flexibility and the ability to also, interact with the brokers on a daily basis. So I started one broker at a time, literally. Every deal I had, I'd take the broker out for lunch or drinks. One broker led to 2 brokers, led to 3 brokers, led to introductions to managers. Again, I was given an opportunity, amazing opportunity to start speaking in front of brokers. As a, 28-year-old attorney, I was presenting to brokers that are doing multi-million-dollar deals, to the point where transition to Chaves and Perlowitz, which is now Chaves, Perlowitz and Luftig, as an associate, and had the responsibility of, along with my partner, building out the residential division. We went from me being the only attorney to, within 3 to 4 years, having one of the largest practices in the city on the residential end. We also do a ton of commercial estate planning, so it's been exciting to see the firm build. We've probably doubled in size, to the point now where we're presenting to hundreds of brokers on a regular basis. We are, I was just recently on Cheddar TV. We're in front of panels, including REBNY, which is the Real Estate Board of New York. So it's exciting. The most recently being named as a named partner is huge, and it's exciting, it's exhilarating, and it's always about taking things to the next level. So we've rebranded as a downtown firm that certainly works all over Manhattan. We've taken the new Oculus, the new Trade Center, as part of our logo. It represents, of course, resilience our city has, not only the downtown market, but the city as a whole. Manhattan's a special place. Real estate in Manhattan is a special place unlike anything else. And we want to own that. We want to show the gratitude. We want to show everything our city has to offer, not only through our legal work, but through our assistance with the community.
So that's all for today's episode of The American Dream. Look, the American Dream is about overcoming adversity or dreaming big. Hope you enjoyed today's show, always combating negative media. Don't forget you can follow us on social media. See you next week.